Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Clan Sakai Major League video for 2026. And I am your host, Aries, today, joined by the Capybara, and welcome back to another lower division banger for our Major 1. Now, this is going to be one of the few last videos to cover up for our lower division matches. Today, we're going to be watching DOAA Academy versus Super Saiyan Jams. Now, if you remember DOAA versus DOAA Academy, DOAA absolutely destroyed DOAA Academy in the finals and almost demolished them by, I mean, they kind of did demolish them, almost like 6-0. They didn't get a game off, but yeah, they are sitting in the grand finals and fighting for the final chance to become a Major 1 champion. Now, between both sides over here, DOAA Academy and Super Saiyan Jams are going to be the next team that's going to be fighting off for this match, and I can't wait to see who's going to be advanced to the grand finals. I have my bets on DOAA Academy because I think they're the stronger team. As we take a look at our leaderboards, DOAA Academy and Super Saiyan Jams are in the same leaderboard points, but just have different seeding, and now they're fighting for a spot for the grand finals. Now, this video is actually going to be the final video for the lower division. Well, not the final video, but one of the quarter halves last of the videos, because after that it's going to be Doe versus whoever it's in the grand finals. I'm not going to leak it, but if you already know, you already know. But yeah, DOAA Academy versus Super Saiyan Jams. That's going to be the match for this elimination finals, and only one team could advance to the grand finals to claim a chance, or to have a chance to become a Major 1 champion. Now, after this video, I'm not going to post the grand finals in the lower division yet. I'm going to post the higher division grand finals that I promised to other members like a few weeks back, and I just need to get all the lower division matches because it wouldn't make sense to post a mid video. But yeah, but let's take a look at our predictions. We all got Doe right, and we're all thinking DOAA Academy are going to take this. I think they're an overall stronger team, and Super Saiyan Jams have no shot of winning this match, but you know, you'll be surprised at what you can see today. So let's see if Super Saiyan Jams could close this one up and close out the tournament so they get advanced to the grand finals and get a rematch. But yeah, the grand finals for Those Who Crow versus DQ Esports is going to be the video right after that, so stay tuned for that banger. It's going to be a very long video because that match was insanely good. But yeah, between DOAA Academy and Super Saiyan Jams, this match is the most hyped one out of all of them. I can't wait. Alright, as we take a look at our DOAA Academy versus Super Saiyan Jams, two teams that are destined to become a Major 1 champion. After the loss between DOAA Academy, they are looking for revenge here. Kupro, Sky, Nova going against Psychic, Bob, and Tomo. This is the match that they want to win the most, and they are looking for revenge after what DOAA did to them in the finals. And now they are wanting to win this match against Super Saiyan Jams. Looking at the maps, it's going to be a little bit similar maps to the actual finals. The only map that changed was Duel and Beatles for the middle. So it's going to be Hot Potato, Hard Rock Mine, Duel and Beatles, Hideout, and Pinhole Pun. And the percentage is actually in favor of Super Saiyan Jams. I'm actually very surprised, but I still think DOAA Academy are going to take this to you know, the victory. I think they're the better team overall, but let's see what Super Saiyan Jams could do as we now get ready for our first map of set 1, Hot Potato Heist. As we now get started with our set 1 between DOAA Academy and Super Saiyan Jams. Looking at the draft, it's going to be a Cord and a Charlie going against a Chuck. What is that? Oh yeah, a Griff and a Pierce. So already a perfect start coming in from Tomo. Already going to be Realm and Kupro. But you know, Sky really wants to get these posts set up, and you know, Nova and Kupro just need to really defend this and then let Sky do all the damage onto the safe. Now he's going to go for aggressive play, hits Tomo, but doesn't really get the next safe. And this is already a perfect aggression coming in from Super Saiyan Jams. They're actually playing this out of their mind, but Kupro really needs to hit some taps. Tomo just trying to stay alive and wants to find an opportunity. Now Sky goes for the safe part. Now looking for opportunity. Perfect cocoon from Sidekick. But can Sky get the last post? He does get the last post, so that's gonna be good for the Academy. Now they should be able to receive some damage. Nova is gonna use the super and a beautiful gadget just to keep Tomo back. But Tomo is waiting for the truck to go in, and there you go. The nice stop from Tomo, and that's gonna save some time for Super Saiyan Jams, because now they can start to push up a little bit. But Nova is actually keeping them back very well. I mean, he has the super to work with. He can do a lot of damage. And Sky is already going in for the damage. He wants to find as much as he can. And Kupro just needs to hold down the middle. Tomo misses the round. Bob very low. And this gets shut down by Kupro. And now Tomo just trying to stay alive. Now Kupro has the hypercharge. Now this could be a little dangerous. He does uses it, but doesn't really get anything out of it. And the first pop is gonna go into DOAA Academy. Now Super Saiyan Jams, they had a perfect control in this game, but now they're not really getting too much out of it. Tomo does go for the hypercharge play, doesn't really get anything out of it. Sky, trying to get extra damage, and 65% to 78, and a beautiful kill from Kupro, shutting down sidekicks. And now Bob has the hypercharge. Now he could be dangerous. He's gonna super down to save, but doesn't really get too much out of it. Sky just trying to hold back, and Nova goes with a beautiful hypercharge, and that's gonna be the second pop for DOAA Academy. It is not looking so good. Nova just trying to get some damage, needs to find something. Tomo waiting for the Sky to come in so he could do a round, and Kupro just needs to hold back sidekick, and a perfect pinch from Do will right shut that down. And there you go, the realm is going to be used from Tomo. He did the defense. Kupro is going to use the hypercharge. That's going to be some crazy damage going through down in the middle. It's 43%. I don't think it's going to be enough time for Super Saiyan Jams to come back. The cocoon is going to go in, but I don't think it's going to be enough as Kupro just gets jumped by the spiders. It's going to be a close one though, but that's not going to be enough, as DOAA Academy will be taking the first game. A beautiful game coming in from DOAA Academy. Super Saiyan Jams did have the control early on, but they need to get that early control and start farming up that damage. They have to stop the Chuck from getting any posts up. But now here comes our game number 2. Tomo just trying to get a little aggressive and farm up the super to keep Sky back. And there goes Bob swinging onto the right, tries to get damage, but doesn't get almost too much. Actually throws out a super, and actually this could be a pop for Super Saiyan Jam. Sidekick just running down the save. Can he get the pop? But he's not able to get anything out of it. Tries to go for a few more damage. And Sky looking to get his post set up, and this is actually going to be pretty good. And he does get another post up there, but now the game is going to be played a little slow coming in from both teams. And Nova is going to go for a super onto the safe. Doesn't really get too much out of it. Sky does have his post set up, and now he's going to try to reorganize his post, and is going to slow down. Does get the gadget off, and Tomo does send him down to the round, but now Sky is able to get his last post, and I think he's going to go for the double damage strategy. Does place it right there, and Sidekick does have a hypercharge and a beautiful kill from Sidekick. But hold up, this looks like it's going to be a base race. Tomo's just trying to get as much damage as he can, and Sky just needs to get that pinch going. And here comes Sky, and the hypercharge is going to be used from Sidekick. A hypercharge used from Nova. Can he close things out? Bob is going to get pretty low. Does get shut down. Tomo gonna have to be careful, and a beautiful hypercharge from Kupro. Tomo just trying to hold back on as much damage as he can. And here comes Bob with the hypercharge. Tomo trying to find Nova off guard, but Nova is holding down the defense just by a little bit. Does stall much time, but it's still 45% to 25, and DOAA Academy are still winning this round. It's not looking so good right now because they need to get as much damage as they can. Sky goes in, and it's going to be 8%, and I don't think it's going to be enough, as Sky will be probably closing out the round, and that's going to be the first set going in from DOAA Academy. 2 games and not even a game going into Super Saiyan Jams, and DOAA Academy will be in the lead 1-0. And looking at the MVP is definitely going to be Sky. He was going crazy on that train. But Kupro was actually doing pretty good as well. He got a pretty good hypercharge, good supers, and he was definitely holding down his lane. But yeah, DOAA Academy do take the first round in this game, and now they need to close out for 3-0 soon. But let's see if they're able to get this next set as we now get ready for our next map of Hard Rock Mine. Alright, as we now get started with our set 2, looking at the draft, is going to be a Pierce again, Lumi and a Finks versus a Gigi, Chester, and a Brock. Okay, like in the comps, Sidekick does get a nice kill into Sky. And now this is, I mean, I think yeah, Kupro back on the Pierce. I think that's gonna be a little bit of a comfort pick. He actually could do some crazy work with it, but he has to be careful of Sidekick, because Sidekick Super, could really do a lot. But let's see what they could do right now. Kupro is just holding down the middle and now has about a good amount of gems. This guy just needs to slow down Sidekick from doing anything. Here comes the super from Sidekick, tries to catch Kupro off guard, and beautiful. That's exactly what I was talking about. The super did like a crazy amount of damage, but I don't think it was still enough though overall. I mean, Sky, holding down the middle. Is it going to take the 6th gem? Now going to take the 7th and 8th gem. Now this is where it gets dangerous. Now Sidekick realized that he could get a really good kill off of Sky, and Sky's gonna pick up the next gem. Nova just get a huge kill. Sidekick just trying to take the last gem, but they realized that the gem is gonna be in spawn onto DOAA Academy side, but it looks like it was on Super Saiyan's lane, but now it's gonna be spawned on their gem. Can Sidekick get the kill here, and does actually get some beautiful damage and runs away with a couple of gems and a blunder. Coming in from DOAA Academy, Super Saiyan Gems, able to pick up those gems, but they still have a good amount to get this back. So Sky's gonna go for the hypercharge, takes down Sidekick. Tomo just trying to stall as much time as he can, but it's not gonna be enough. And Bob just gets shut down, and an easy rob coming in from DOAA Academy, as they will be taken away with that. Tomo is gonna get shut down by the hypercharge. Kupro holding down the mid beautifully, and now it's going to be a game victory from DOAA Academy, as they will be taking the first round of 17. Incredible game coming in from DOAA Academy, as they will be taking the first round off of them. But now let's see if they're able to close out the next one. And now the games is going to be playing a little bit slow here. Sidekick, really need to focus on. Ooh, my bad. I was yawning because I'm recording this really early, but yeah. Sidekick, trying to get as much value as he can, and Tomo does get shut down by Nova. Nova does have a super. Now this super for Finks could be like really good because it could control about like a good amount of space. And here he comes. Look at that, beautiful. They're able to dodge that Brock super and like, not even able to do anything out there. Oh, let's get shut down by Bob though. But a beautiful super from Pro. Now look at Sidekick. He has the hypercharge. This could be dangerous. Sidekick goes for the play, and now he's gonna take all the gems and run away, and that's gonna be unfortunate for DOAA Academy, as they got robbed of all their gems. Kupro just needs to get that shut down, goes for the super play. Sidekick is going to take a little bit more damage. Nova just trying to find the connection, needs to find the value. This gets shut down though. 8 gems are going to be in favor of Super Saiyan Gems, and DOAA Academy need to get their gems up. It's starting to look a little dangerous overall, but I think they'll still be able to clutch this one up. Sidekick just looking for some opportunities here on the right, and Tobo goes for the super down the middle, tries to create some space, and a beautiful super from Sky, and that's going to actually shut down Sidekick, and that beautiful hypercharge. And Kupro is going aggro, getting so aggressive, and Nova just trying to get some time from the Sidekick, but it's not going to be enough. Gem count is going to be in favor of DOAA Academy. Only a few seconds in the clock. Can Super Saiyan Gems get something out of it? Bob just trying to get a connection. Sidekick this take down Nova, and a beautiful super from Sky. Sky's gonna activate the hypercharge to get away. Tomo trying to get something out of it, but does not get anything, and that's gonna be a beautiful team wipe from DOAA Academy, and Kupro is left with 11 gems, and that's gonna wrap up that first set, as Super Saiyan Gems are now able to close that out, as they will be taking the second set. DOAA Academy looking beautiful in these sets so far, and they are taking the 2-0 lead against Super Saiyan Gems. And it is not looking so good. Kupro is going to be the MVP for that match. He was playing out of his mind in the Pierce game. But yeah, beautiful game coming in from DOAA Academy. Super Saiyan Gems really need to lock in. I mean, they took down Team 7, and Team 7 were a little bit of the struggle for DOAA Academy, even though they lost to them in the semifinals, which allowed DOAA Academy to be in the finals. But they're still a threat overall. But as we now get started with our set 3 of Hot Zone dueling Beatos. As we now get started with our set 3, looking at the draft, is going to be a Buster M's and a Meepo going against a Train Chuck, Stu, and a Finks. Now, I really haven't seen Psychic on the train. It looks like he wants to try to bring it back in this match. But when you're going against a DOAA Academy who knows how to deal with stuff like that, not sure if it's going to be the best play. But Psychic is looking to get a post set up and tries to get as much zone as he can. Nova's going to hold down the middle. Sky goes for some tags, and Tomo just trying to get a little aggressive, but doesn't really get too much out of it. Crew Pro on the M's is going to slow down the Chuck from getting any post. And now this is Psychic. He has the post set up now. And now he's going to look. Try to get some connections out of it, tries to go for something, but doesn't really get too much out of it. And now Nova has a hypercharge, and this could be a little bit dangerous, because now you can just look at this beautiful control from DOAA Academy. And one of them needs to stay on the zone, because a lot of them are kind of like walking on the zone. Psychic tries to go for a play, but it might get shut down. And Bob trying to find a connection, doesn't really get too much out of it. And Nova just holding down the middle, and this is already like a beautiful game coming in from DOAA Academy, because they got so much control and not even a good percentage from Super Saiyan Jams, and they know this game is over. Psychic knows that DOAA Academy are probably going to close out this game, and Kura Pro is spinning on them. He knows the game is going to be over soon, and DOAA Academy takes the first game. This could be a potential 3-0 sweep. I mean, Super Saiyan Jams know that this game is over and they're not going to be able to do anything but like still clutch up in this set, but they need to start working as a team. Psychic's going to place down the post in the middle. Sky is going to hold down the fort through the middle, and beautiful gadget from Nova is going to slow things down, and Bob tries to get the kill onto Nova. Does get the kill, but Sky is able to recover that trade. And now the control is going to be in favor of DOAA Academy, and Kupro on this M's could do so much damage, and Nova just trying to hold down the middle, and Kupro is going to activate the super, slow things down, wants to make sure everyone is playing right, and Sky just trying to keep Tomo back, and Nova, you know, holding down the middle, has to play very carefully, and you know, Tomo is just, oh, it looks like he's lagging, but it's still in favor of DOAA. I mean, DOAA Academy got so much control right now, and Sky just gets a beautiful kill. And even with Nova, you know, AFK, they're still able to hold down their lane. I mean, this M is getting so much value, and the hypercharge is going to be used from Sky to slow things down. And now this is where it starts to get dangerous. DOAA Academy getting so much control right now. Tomo just trying to intercept anything, but doesn't get anything out of it. Bob holding down the middle, 92% to 18. I don't think it's going to be enough. Tomo just trying to intercept, and it's going to be a last resort. And Nova walks it on in, and then they will be taking the victory, and DOAA Academy will be advancing to the grand finals with a 3-0 sweep against Super Saiyan Jams. The 6-0 games, and Sky is going to be the MVP for that match. I'm going to have to give it to Sky. I think he was the overall MVP for that entire tournament, and Kupro was doing out of his mind. I mean, he was playing out of his mind overall, but that's going to wrap up our entire tournament for today. I mean, not our entire tournament, wrap up that match for today as we now get ready for our next match coming soon. And I'll see you guys later, and consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.